Hey everyone, how's it going? Back for another video. I think this is video 9 already. 9, wow. Video 9 of the Bellwright series. I am getting to the end of the game. I have pretty much all the bandit outposts cleared, except for Lord Ashburn, which is the last quest, I'm guessing. I was kind of saving this for the update because they said they were going to fix a bunch of stuff in the update for this, and I had no idea what they're talking about, so I figured I'd just wait. This is still bugged for me, and it's the last bandit encampment I have, and I'm starting. I don't know. I have an idea why it might be bugged. I turned the raids back on, like the right down here in the bottom right, expected today raid at one of your outposts. Turn that back on, and they're all low-level raids right now. I guess they have to build up. But the raiders seem to spawn from here. So I don't know if that's because it's the last place I have, or that's where they've always spawned. But yeah, I don't know. I tried to bug out the others. I had 3 left, if you've been watching the videos. One was like around here. The other one was like around here. And then I had one up in the swamp right here. I, took out the raiders and kept the flag up just like I thought I did with this one. And they disappeared. Like everything disappeared. The structures, everything. Nobody spawns there. They're just gone. So I don't know what I did if this one is bugged out. A couple people were commenting on the video, and we're asking if this spot was bugged or whatever, so I kind of assumed it is bugged, like it's not happening for them. I'm not sure. You guys are welcome to try it. It's right here near this headquarters at the end of this little road right here. I built this little thing right there. But enough about that. I wanted to talk about the new update that came out. There was they said their first content update. I'm glad they're, updating the game pretty quick. It never feels like quick enough or enough when you're, enjoying the game and playing it a lot. But I hope they stick to it, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff they could add to the game, especially like content wise. Once you start playing it quite a bit, there's a lot of room to add stuff that wouldn't hurt at all. So you do have to research the new things they add. I believe there was 3 things I had to research. Sorry. There's the food bag, the staging post, which is this blue flag, and the forestry table thing. Now, the forestry thing, even when I saw that in the patch notes, I was like, are people really having trouble with wood? Like, that much trouble? Like, I was having trouble with wood, but it wasn't, like, so much trouble to where I was like, oh, we need to stop everything and add this thing to the game. And when they said they were adding this, I was like, okay, that's cool, it would help out my wood. These things take a lot of mud, and I haven't seen any trees growing back, like, at all. And I haven't seen like an uptick in wood at all, so I don't know about those. I'm about to turn these things off because they cost a lot of mud, and I'm literally shipping mud from another outpost here just to make tree seeds, and they're just putting the tree seeds in a chest. They're not even like doing anything with them, and I can't figure out how to plant them. And I've been okay on wood for like a little while. I basically just have my other outpost gather wood as like a secondary or even like a third priority, and just ship like a little bit here. And I don't know, it's been doing good ever since I stopped the smelters. So I'm not really too worried about the wood. The staging thing sounded really cool also when I read it in the patch notes, but I literally just tested it out, and it was here, let's grab a couple people here. I'll show you what the staging post does. Come hither. Alright, so I got 2 people. connect your flag to it. And thank you guys for the tips about, you know, looting with this flag. I guess you can do quite a bit with this flag. I didn't really realize it, but thank you for that. That saves a lot of time. So you click on this. It seems like they go and get armor first. So she's grabbing the best armor she can. I'm not sure what he grabbed, because there's nothing but tools in that box. So he's grabbing the best armor he can. Looks like he's switching his weapon a couple times. Did they put broken stuff in here? And then, yeah, they come over here and grab food, which there's something else they added. I'll show you guys in 2 seconds.
No backing down now.
Now this was something they didn't even mention in the patch notes that I'll show you guys that I just happened to notice. So, okay, 1 extra food in inventory, and she ate 2. So he had 3, and he didn't even grab any. So if you open your squad, I hit O on my keyboard, open squad. You guys notice this right here, and see they're coming back. So I set it for 5 food.
How's that new weapon treating you?
There's always something.
I don't know why they mess with their shield so much.
What we're made of.
Okay, he grabbed 2. She grabbed 5. So yeah, it doesn't work perfect, but yeah, I don't know. They did put armor on. So there's that, right? And I mean, okay, that's the best shield and weapon he can hold.
No backing down now.
She can hold a kite shield, and that's a good one-hander for her. That's the best one-hander, I think. So she could hold a kite shield. I don't know why she didn't grab a kite shield, but here, let's I think you got to tell them not to be on that, otherwise they'll just keep re-gearing. So let's take all this stuff back. I've been taking all the armor off my people so they move faster. This seems to make a huge difference. I know it seems like, wow, that takes, you know, quite a bit of time to do, and it does. I did keep the armor on my hunters. So pretty much everyone that rocks a bow, I kind of deemed as a hunter. And you can see this person over here, they still got the like red and black armor, and they got a bow on their back. So this is probably a hunter. Okay, this isn't a hunter, but she has a bow, so I left the armor on her. It's kind of what I was going for. Okay, this guy's not a hunter either. I could probably take the armor off them, but most of my hunters I left the armor on so they wouldn't get killed by animals. And I took the armor off of everyone else, so they move around faster. They move around significantly faster, which really helps out production, right? So I don't know if you guys play Age of Empires. If you do, you know if your villagers are walking, they're not working. That's a very common thing in Age of Empires. You want to minimize walking time. Point A to point B, you want to try to set up storages near the things you're doing. And I mean, having them move around faster is obviously going to help out quite a bit, right? Because they're doing this constantly, just working, walking. Most of their day is just walking from point A to point B. It's not actually like doing the little jobs. So that's helped out significantly. I've got kind of ahead on food, but that's also because I stopped producing metal and armor and stuff so much. I'm still producing it, but it's not like a high priority anymore. So the third thing they've added was the food bag. Now when I read about this in the patch notes, is this a hunter? I'm pretty sure I told you not to be a hunter. You got killed. Why do you have a bow? Pavel. I remember Pavel getting killed. I took him off of hunting. Why does he have a bow? You're not a hunter anymore, dude. You got fired. You're a nobody. So, when I read about the food bag in the patch notes, I was like, wow, that sounds dumb as hell. But after playing the game, the food bag's actually the coolest thing they've added. I mean, this staging thing, it's like, whatever. You know, like, yeah, I can tell them to put armor on pretty quick, but I still got to take all the armor off of them to get them back to work, right? And that's like half of it. As far as them getting food, we could kind of already do that. And if I tell 50 people to like go get food, you know, it's kind of a cluster. So I'm not really sure how good this is going to be with 50 people. I'm going to find out once I go do the last quest here. I'm going to like have all 50. I think I got like more like 60 people now. And I'm almost up to 25 sets of plate armor. So we're going to find out. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But the food bag, I actually started making food bags for all the NPCs just for a little bit more storage. I'm not really sure how well that'll work on the NPC, but they do cost cotton bolts, which cotton bolts are kind of a pain. I had to make a second weaver hut to keep up with them for the plate armor. But food not only automatically goes into here when you loot it, but it stays good for a really long time. Like a really long time. Like I've had this food in there for like a while, and it just stays in there. Whenever this raid starts, I'm probably gonna have to just stop and go handle that. I can probably just solo it though. I should probably get my armor on me so I don't forget. I can't solo them naked yet. Not that good. But yeah, those are the 3 things they added that I can remember since I've been playing since the update. I was working on an automated armor production since the last video I made, which was actually several days ago. I pre-recorded a whole bunch and I haven't made a new video since. So what I did was I queued up like 5 of each. And 5 is a lot of materials. Like the leather alone, I think is 125 leather. And the steel is like, I think almost 200 for like 5 sets of plate armor, right? So you have to have a lot of leather production, which I do think I mentioned in my last video. I got quite a bit here, but I got these set on a higher priority now because I've kind of caught up with leather. Yeah, I'm at like 200. The cotton bolts. I've been making the food bags, so that kind of dipped. For some reason, they're not making this. Oh, because I have the priority higher, which, whatever. I don't really use that too much. We're sitting pretty good on metal. This is pretty much what I have the smelter set at. So I built another steel smelter. It's out back there. Shit. Okay, let's go deal with this. We'll pick up on my automated plate armor production, which I'm sure if you guys have been playing this game, you're going to want to hear about. It's a pretty good system. I kind of turned it off for now and reallocated everyone to, yeah, see how they spawn right there? So, I don't know, does everyone's raid party spawn there? Is that why this is bugged? Is this why I can't, like, destroy this all the way? I'll just wait for them to walk past it and then I'll catch up with them. But yeah, so my iron outpost, I think in the last video I was still unsure if they were going to mine all the iron. They've pretty much mined all the iron now. I think there's like one more rock here, which is why I haven't disassembled this. But I built another iron outpost here. There's 2 iron rocks here. And I built an iron outpost here, which was an iron rock here. And there's one here. And they can reach this one from right here, the tier 2 mining hut. They can reach that one out there. Let's see if we can travel there. Oh, they're going down. I didn't know which one they were going to raid. They're raiding one of my iron spots. Catch up with them, put the armor on. Yeah, these like level 1 raids are almost like annoying. I guess I don't know, like it's weird that they're raiding these outposts that don't even have NPCs at them. And it's kind of messed up, right? Because you can't even loot your own outpost if there's no NPCs there. Come on. Wasn't even trying to hit you. So, if I were to go to like this outpost or this outpost, I can't loot that because I don't have any workers there. It's like kind of stupid, but like raiders will go raid it. How can like a raider loot it if I can't even, the outpost owner can't even loot it? Like that makes no sense. So I don't really agree with the raids happening at that outpost where there's no NPCs, especially if we're not going to be able to loot our own outpost. That's just ridiculous. And since we're here, I mean, you guys can see that these guys are still here. I've been farming them. It's basically how I get my golden renown. I don't really know how else to get gold. And I still need strength books. So we'll travel back here. These are where my attributes are, by the way. Oh, I can read another one-handed book. Let's do that. Almost got one-handed up to 9. I got all these level 9 books. I got tons of level 9 books. And like no way to get to level 9. Like look at all these. These are all high level books. Like it's ridiculous. Level 9. Okay, I gotta read a level 3, I guess. That's probably not even gonna get me there. Yeah, it will. Wait, no. I'll be short like 100. Okay, so automated plate armor production. So first off, I needed 2 smelters. This one coal producer, coal burner, kept up with both smelters, which is pretty nice. I had these set for 400 steel. I had them on a higher priority, and I also had a lot of NPCs on smelting duties and delivering duties. The other smelter was right back here, which, why is it on? Is it just bugged? I think no, someone put charcoal in it. Anyways, they've been keeping up with that, and I've been keeping up with the logs. Usually I just have my mining outpost mine or chop down logs when they break their mining picks and ship them back. And you can also buy logs from one of these places. I forget which one. Yeah, you buy like 14 a day from there, which will get you pretty far. I also built 4 of these. Now most people are going to be like, oh, I can't afford the peat. Yeah, you know, you can't if you don't live next to the swamp. So this mining collector keeps up with peat pretty well. You can go into your statistics, and I mean they haven't been doing much lately because we're not doing that, but it can reach 2 peat deposits from here. So that keeps up with all 4 of these pretty easily. And I had these set to 250 iron and 200 bronze. And just to help out with bronze a little bit, when I was making the plate, because you use bronze to repair tools, so bronze was actually the thing that was like running out. I made a bunch of little ones, and I set it for 190. So those are set for 200 bronze, and this is set for 190. So if it dips below 200, these kick in and will actually help out produce. I should probably actually set it for like more like 150 or something if it really dips down. But you can see I have it set just to make copper and tin and stuff like that. So and these only take wood, which I have plenty of wood now. So that keeps up with my ingot production automatically if you have enough of your people set to smelting and deliveries. Now you need to set a lot of people on mining outposts to keep up with this. I don't know how I use so much copper ore. Again, the bronze repairing all the tools is pretty crazy. And this copper outpost here just ran out. They just mined the last copper here, so I gotta actually dismantle all this. Otherwise, those raiding parties are gonna raid this for some reason, even though it's like doesn't do anything. The way I do that is I put everything in the stockpiles and I set up deliveries to export it. Then I dismantle the buildings and put those materials in the stockpile, export that, and then finally I delete the stockpiles and assign the travel sign to my main town, which gets rid of the outpost. And then you have no more Copper Town outpost, which I'm going to need to make another Copper Town because you saw I only had like 80 ore and use bronze to repair. Even though I'm buying bronze from here and here, it doesn't keep up with the repairs on tools. It's ridiculous. I did find a double copper up here, but it's way off the beaten path. Kind of sucks. There's a single copper out here. There's a copper here that's kind of full. There's a copper here in the middle. I found a bunch more tin and iron through here. If you want to pause and take a look at that. There's a little bit more than it shows right through here. I think there's another iron or two in here. No copper though. So I don't know what the game expects us to do when we run out of copper. But I mean, you can't really live off like 15 bronze, buying 15 bronze a day, repairing tools. It just doesn't really work. You got to repair the hose. You got to repair the shovels. You know, like the wood axes and stuff. So I don't know. Anyways, I had a tin outpost right here. This one's fairly new. And I don't know, both these tin rocks are pretty full. This is a pretty minimal outpost. It just has a house, 2 stockpiles, and the mining thing. I usually do build a logging and a foraging hut also, so that when they break their mining picks, they'll go cut logs or forage or something. It really helps out when they break their mining picks and you don't get there in time to replace like 10 mining picks, to have them go cut logs and then ship those logs back. Have them cut wood, ship that wood back. You know, don't just have them standing around doing nothing. Have them cut wood. They can do it with the tier 1 axe. And you really don't need a forestry. I don't know why that got added to the game, honestly. I guess some people were built in areas where there was no wood. Which, I mean, it's a survival game. You should you should know better than to do that. But to keep up with the iron production, I built another iron outpost here, and I had this one still producing. So 3 iron outposts were producing, a tin and a copper, because you do need a lot of bronze for the plate armor. You need a lot more than you might imagine. I mean, I could up this to 25. I thought I already upped this to 25. So I've just been slowly upping this by 5. Making sure like I don't drain resources too much and you know, stretch my workers out too much, because I've been trying to get the more workers that are working on smelting and crafting armor and moving ingots are the less workers that are working on food. So the food update sounded really cool, like the bakery thing and the windmill thing, but I don't know, the bread isn't really like doing too much. Again, like one major thing they did, so ends, you have your 2 cooking pots still, and they're right here. They moved them, but they took away the smoking racks. So I don't have like 100 smoking racks anymore. I actually had to build some new ones. But these new kettle things, they have a bunch of new recipes in here. And you also want to look at all your recipes. So a lot of these recipes in here have all the buffs. Even if we could make these before, like this one doesn't have a buff. I thought it used to. This one doesn't. They took a lot of the buffs away and they changed some. The buffs that we used to get with bread, at least I'm pretty sure we used to get buffs with bread, are all gone. There's no buffs in any of this shit. So like I don't see the point of making any of this stuff at all. Like bread. Like just make the simplest thing, right? And I got a lot of berries, so make that too. I actually made another bakery, and I made a third windmill back there in the distance to try and make a lot of bread. But I mean, look, like that's not a lot of bread. For some reason, they're using these basic kettle things a lot better now. I don't know what they did, but they're actually making mushroom stew. The one thing they're not making is fine stew. I don't know why. It's in every kettle thing that I have, but I don't know if they're just eating it, but they're not making that. They're making a lot of mushroom stew. They're not cooking the fish either. Like I have this in all kinds of recipes. I got smoking racks over there. It looks like they burnt all this. Awesome. Story of the day. And yeah, I basically got like a lot of food now. Mostly raw meat because I sent like 13 workers to my old tier 2 and to this one I built a long time ago to hunt game. Back when I didn't really know what I was doing. They actually can't collect reeds here, so it sucks. I have to ship arrows there every day, but there was a lot of game in this area, which is why I originally built that. But they both forage for mushrooms and berries, and they both hunt meat, and they ship all that here. So we have a huge amount of raw meat. We have a huge amount of mushrooms and berries, and because we're finally getting a bunch of food now, they're not eating everything in sight. I don't know if they made NPCs like not eat as much or something, or it lasts longer for NPCs, but I definitely have food now, which is the first time in the game I've really had food. And now I have like a lot of raw meat. So honestly, I could probably tone back my workers out here. Now that I have raids on, I might just dismantle this place here and just have them hunt right here. And bring people back here, or have them go out and mine copper at a new place. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of, working with this new update. I turned my aviaries back on because they're not even making honey now, but it's probably the priority. I do have the bakeries and the cauldrons and stuff set for priority 1, so maybe they're just doing priority 1 stuff. I built a few barns back here to kind of just hold, excess food, because it was just filling up. These food things here don't hold crap. They really, really need to add a tier 3 food storage, or up the amount on this. And they need to fix the placement on this. This thing takes up way too much room. Like, it takes up a lot more room than the size of this building. And they're incredibly hard to place. Like, they need so much space. And it's really annoying for 500 storage. But it's the only way to keep your food good. I added a lot of farms back here. Just because I wanted to really up food production. And it seemed like they were making seeds now. That's something new. So I got them. I don't know what's in here. I got sage, garlic, and a whole bunch of wheat back here. Like a whole bunch of wheat. I thought I was going to need a ton, but I don't know. They're just not making that much bread. They were going through the flour though, so I added another windmill. But yeah, I got... Where's my seeds? My seeds are over here. I was looking in here a little while ago, and it seemed like I had like quite a bit. Yeah, these are the tree seeds. Like, they don't even use those. But yeah, they're making like a surplus of sage and garlic seeds now. I actually went and bought some more seeds because I was out of turnip, and now I have like a few. I had 20 of each in here a little while ago. I guess they planted a bunch more, so I don't know. It seems like they're actually making decent amount of seeds now. These crop things are kind of iffy, and they're expensive to go buy the seeds, so... And then it seems like they don't even use them to make food dishes, so I don't really know if that's worth. I don't really know if growing all this wheat's worth. They don't really make a lot of bread. It seems like the meat is the only thing that's really like keeping us afloat. Plus the meat gives them health, which is the only thing that matters, right? I got all those fish from trading with Krasmir down here. Trade with them once a day. I've been doing salt too to try and make better dishes. There's a new dish, fine meat soup, minus 40% hunger speed, which is really, really nice. They nerfed, I think they nerfed the smoked fish. I don't have a smoked fish to show you. Yeah, but I think they nerfed that. They nerfed a couple of these things. They're not as good as they used to be. Now all the good dishes are at the end, all the good buffs, the percentages. So you want to look through these and look at the, like this is 30% productivity, 20 XP. I think that was kind of close to what it used to be, if not the same. But this one is pretty much the go-to for food speed. You can combine that with the smoked fish and get like a really, really good food buff, which I was trying to do, but they're not even cooking the fish, so I don't know. Anyways, food is doing a lot better. I don't know. I started giving them food pouches. I doubt that's why. I think it's just because they made some changes to the game. I don't think the NPCs eat food as much or digest it as much, whatever. They're also seeming to produce a lot more. I also put 13 NPCs on collecting food at the other outposts, so that might be it. But yeah, that's kind of going to catch you guys up to date. I'm probably gonna make one more video. I'm looking at, you know, like doing the last quest here. After that, like I mean, I can farm this little low-level thing. You know, like what do I got to do? I can try to level these up a little bit more, which these take forever. There's no level 5 book merchants. There's no level 7 book merchants. I have 10 of every level 9 book that I can't use. I've uncovered like most of the map. Like I haven't found any more merchants. I got these stupid reclamation parties still stuck up here. That's the dumbest thing in the game. I hate that. I kind of like the raids, especially since I got this bridged off. It does, all of them do go up here, unless they're going to one of these outposts. So that's really nice. I can just assemble my guys and just fight them right here, like in front of my base. I don't have to actually march anywhere. So that's pretty cool. I did turn the raid frequency all the way up. I was thinking about turning the difficulty up quite a bit just to have some more fun and get some better loot. But yeah, I mean, like I'm looking like one more video, and then I don't know, like I'll probably make videos if they add some more stuff. But I mean, it seems like what is there to really like? They made a food bag. You know, they made a staging thing. Like, they're going to have to add quite a bit to make a whole bunch of videos again. Which, there's plenty of stuff they can add. I mean, all they have to do is go read YouTube comments and stuff. You guys have added a lot of suggestions just on my videos. So, I hope they do, you know, look into all that. There's a lot of harmless things they could add. They could add clothing for like working, so we're not like running around naked, you know, like clothing that doesn't affect your movement speed. So like I could put clothes on and run this fast and just like have like +1 farming, you know, or +1 cooking or some shit, you know, like 50% faster or whatever the hell, you know, like something, you know. There's like a million things they could do with that, like a chef's hat or like a blacksmith apron or blacksmith gloves or like lumberjack boots, or you know, like there's all kinds of stuff they could add that, you know, doesn't have to affect combat, you know. And why do the NPCs have caps on all their skills? Like I'm starting to like really wonder about that. Like what's the point of that? Because I mean the books are such a pain in the ass. Like who the hell is gonna get all these people up to 10 strength? Like unless there's something I've missed. Like, nobody in hell... Like, I've had trouble just getting everyone up to level 4 strength. And you can see, like, I've almost done it. I've started getting some people up to 5 so they can hold a steel weapon, but, you know, like, the books, we need level 5 book merchants and level 7 book merchants. I know that's going to max out the players pretty quick, but as far as, like, leveling up all your NPCs, they're all potatoes. And, like, I've been farming up renown pretty easily to where, like, I go to all these towns, like, every few days and buy a new NPC. Like, I gotta go to all of them to find, like, where the new ones spawned. Because, like, a lot of these, they'll just have the same old ones. But eventually, like, you go to all of these and check them all, you'll find, like, 1 or 2 new people. And, like, they all suck, man. Those, like, debuffs they have, like, glutton and, like, coward and, like, pessimist. And they're just, like, horrible, attributes, right? So you gotta find someone with, like, no modifiers on them. And then they have, like, 2 strength, right? So, like, the NPCs suck ass. It's so hard to find, like, a decent one. You know, like, this is the only, like, nice strength one I found. And then, like, what does she have? Like, hunting? Like, and she's capped on archery? Like, what does that even do here? And she's a slacker. And the only reason she has 10 strength is because of this, right? So, like, they need to work with the NPCs quite a bit. I don't think the NPCs should be such garbage everywhere. I think we should just have to more book merchants so we can make our NPCs better, right? Like, wouldn't that be reasonable? And I mean, why I've been playing for almost like 350 hours. Like, why am I still like level 5? And, you know, like, and you guys see how many books I had that I can't read because I'm just not level 9. Like, what is, I don't understand. Like, these are all high level books. Like, I can't read any of this. A lot of them are crap like harvesting and laboring and stuff, which researching and laboring, you can't even read those as like a player. And like, which NPC has like 9 out of 10 research and laboring? So they need to have the NPCs sell those so we can at least sell those garbage books back to them, get gold, and buy the books that we need. Because like, gold is actually the thing right now. Like, I'm buying level 3 strength books to try and level myself up, you know, and level up 60 NPCs. And sometimes he doesn't even sell strength books. I go and check every day. And I mean, you could tell I've been buying them because I'm out of gold. What else do you spend your gold on? I'm sure not spending on trade. I have like 8,000 wheat. If you guys aren't growing wheat for trade, you're doing it wrong. Where's my wheat? I think I just saw it. Okay, I got 4,000. But you can buy everything you want with wheat. It grows really fast, really easily. You get lots of seeds. You need it anyways. And yeah, that's about it. I've just been doing these little raids, trying to get higher level raids, honestly, to get you know, people to attack me a little bit better. I'm gonna turn them up quite a bit more, and then I kind of jump over here, kill these guys, wait for daytime, go buy strength books, buy every single thing on the trade with wheat, and rinse and repeat. So, I mean, that's pretty much that. Stay tuned for the next video where we go and fight Lord Ashburn. Later, guys.